The final home game of any college football season is cause for celebration. Senior Day, a perfect way to celebrate and remember all of the accomplishments of this group of leaders. Welcome to venerable Bobby Dodd Stadium in Atlanta, Georgia, home of the rambling wreck of Georgia Tech. As we'll see a squad from the ACC, the Florida State Seminoles, taking on the 8th-ranked team in the land, the Georgia Tech Yellow Jackets. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. The Seminoles will put total leather to crank us up. On the move from inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Back to throw, it's Grimes. Gets open down the middle. And a pickup of 8 opens a world of opportunities on 2nd and 2. Let's take a second to look at the big picture for Georgia Tech. With just a few games remaining, they're atop the conference standings. Jesse, how hard is it not to look ahead at this point?
Really, really hard, because everybody's talking about the conference championship, who you might play. You still got to deal, you still got to take care of business on the field today. That's the most important thing. It's been a phenomenal season up to this point, David. Great things ahead, potentially, but you got to win this one today.
Well, and I think that's what's really important. It's a great start, and now it's about finishing the season. To be at the top is awesome, but you can't lose a conference game or 2 conference games and get yourself out of the mix here right at the end when you're so close to the finish line.
He'll make a play on 3rd down. He's got enough for the first as they mark it at the 32. The Yellow Jackets come to the line with a new set of downs. Motion from the back. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Here's the pressure. And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19.
Well, this defense knew coming into this game, playing one of the fastest quarterbacks in the country, they were going to have to find a way to get him off rhythm, and they're going to have to be careful doing it because of that speed. But that is huge for their confidence. They get their first sack of the game here in the first half. You can all of a sudden see the body language on this defense. It has changed.
They plow ahead with the run, but still more ground needed to pick up the 1st down. 3rd down coming. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. He's going to let it go. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down.
This is a point where you just got to be able to focus. And the critical down and distances in this game, like that 3rd down right there, when it's a good throw, you got to make the catch. You got to be able to make that play.
That punt is just going to create all kinds of problems. It goes out of bounds, and let's see where they spot it. They're going to take over right around the 30-yard line.
Oh, okay. All right, man, I got you, bro.
Great place to start for this offense. Looks as if they didn't get it off in time. It'll be a delay of game. Offense took a little bit too much time at the line there.
You can imagine outside, you can follow the ball like, yo. You know he was trying to do that.
Quarterback and running back set up in the pistol. Gonna run it. It's Cobb. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
And you want to run the football, and that's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
Looking to throw, it's Sperry. Bringing the heat.
Come on, man.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
Man, it's easy to play defense when you can do this. When you can get to the quarterback quick and make him make a decision quick, it makes it easier for the secondary, for the linebackers, for everybody on the field.
On third and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield.
Oh!
It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. He's knocked down, but what a play to come up with the interception.
And he makes a play in the back end. Nice job reading the pass, and that's his second of the season. This guy, unbelievable job seeing the quarterback, breaking on the quarterback, and going and getting that big play.
Defense there to stop him after a 2-yard gain to the 31.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Makes the grab. It's Sherrill. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first.
Nice job decision-making by the quarterback there in the RPO, not handing it off, knowing he had to throw it, but then also understanding his open guy was going to be in the right flat.
On the direct snap, it's Dickens. He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks.
And that's a great play by the defensive end. The best athletes on the field play defensive end. You can ask anybody. Yes, I agree, Jesse Reese. See, they agree with me. Same thing. But you watch them get off the football, make the play. That's why you put your athletes there.
The offense in its own end, still needing a couple of yards for the first down, but they'll stay out there and go for it on fourth. They stop him short of the marker, and they'll turn it over on downs.
That's a great job there by the defense here early in this game, getting a huge stop, and they've got an opportunity to make the opponent pay. Offense taking over now in great field position. Let's see what they can do here from a play calling standpoint to try to put some points on the board.
On the run, it's Cobb. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Well, we know this offense obviously really struggled there last time out. They knew coming into this one they would have to be better at running the football, and that just has not happened in this game. They're simply not physical enough offensively at this point.
After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Looking downfield, it's Sperry. Grabbed on the outside, it's Cobb. Well, he did a good job to get the foot down inbounds, but only picked up a yard and not enough for a first down.
Yeah, they need to work with more space, Reese. I mean, it's not worth throwing the football all that way to the boundary and just a toe tap and get 1 yard. We've got to do a better job trying to get these playmakers the football closer to the middle of the field.
It'll be 3rd and long. The play action fake. Rush is on him. Caught in the backfield, it's Cobb. He gets it to the 34-yard line, but excellent third down defense, and fourth down's coming up. They'll try to cap off this drive with a field goal. Looks as if this will be a 51-yard attempt. What a disappointment. No good. Kicker tried to tack a few more on the scoreboard, guys. He couldn't do it.
Hey, sometimes I just feel like fourth down, man. Just go for it every time. Like the field goal miss, make rate. And listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but you left some points off the scoreboard there.
Turning it on. Pass to sticks and still on his feet.
And, you know, big chunks like this don't happen unless you commit to the run game. You got to get those big boys up front into the game, understanding I want to knock people off the football, create some holes like you do here for my running back, make the game easy.
Throws to the tight end. A strike downfield. All kinds of room to the right. Touchdown, Yellow Jackets. He found some open space and turned on the Jets.
their big tight ends, especially guys that can do such great things after the catch. He catches it. Dang, Palmer, he looks like a daggone receiver after he catches the football.
What a matchup nightmare, too, man. I mean, he's just too big for DBs to cover, and he's too fast for linebackers to cover. If I'm this QB, I'm looking that guy's way a lot more often in this one.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Fielded in the end zone, it's Gibson. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. First play of this drive comes from the 14-yard line. Coming out on first down with the play fake. Trying to burn this defensive back. He's got it on the outside. And they pick up a better than 30 yards on that completion before the defense brings him down. This guy hoping to join that long line of big playmakers for Florida State, whether it's Rashad Green, Kez McCorvey, or, of course, the great Peter Warrick.
Finding those guys on the outside with game-breaking speed that you can build your offense around. That you know you can consistently throw the football, get Doak Campbell Stadium rocking, get everybody excited about Florida State.
Wow, the running back there showing you his skill set as he's able to rip off that one for a first down.
Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. They're going to ride this running back. There to make the tackle, and that's how we'll wrap up this first period. That's the end of the period, and Georgia Tech has the lead. And we've come to the end of one, and let's take a quick moment to catch up on the stats. Lots of time left and ready to go back at it here in the second quarter. They'd love to start this quarter off with a touchdown right here. They'll dial up the run on first and goal. He steps and powers and works his way. They finally get him down to the 2. Offense trying to pay it off on second and goal. Give to the fullback. And this defense does it again. Back-to-back plays for nothing. It'll be third down.
Let's see if this offense can answer the bell. Their coaches challenged them all week long. When they got down to the red zone, we've got to be able to run the football because we're going up against a top 10 rushing defense. Let's see if they can step up here and get it done.
The defense stiffened on the last play. Now it's third and goal again from the 2. Trying to barge their way in. And he takes it in for a score. Touchdown, Florida State. Backed up in the shadow of their own goalpost, no problem.
When you start in the black zone inside your own 20 coming out, it's difficult. You can give up a safety. You get worried about that. But the offense puts a great drive together. Great job executing. Great job getting a touchdown.
And the extra point was good. And that extra point leaves us deadlocked here in the second. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. He'll start the return inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. The Georgia Tech offense rolls back onto the field. He stuck the last drive in the end zone. They'll try to follow suit here. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
We're trying to run the ball on first down, guys, but just nothing doing up front. Their offensive line got blown up on that play. There was nowhere for that guy to go.
They'll send the back in motion. Back to pass, it's Grimes. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. Building momentum, picking up a chunk of yardage, moving the chains out to the 34.
It's important on offense to get the tight ends involved in the passing game. These are big fellas that can run. This guy's a big target, so nice job on that play.
Looking to throw on first down. Fires left. And they couldn't make the connection on the long shot.
Well, we know this offense hasn't been able to get it going on the ground so far in this game. Now they're trying through the air, but give this defense credit. They've got a really good game plan. They've got all 11 guys on that side of the ball executing perfectly. Fantastic job in the back end that time, being in position and making sure that thing fell incomplete.
And that is not where you want to miss. You do not want to miss high over the middle. A lot of that times that turns into an interception. He doesn't get that, but he's got to lower that football and give his receiver a chance to make the play on it.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Wants to throw it. Unloads to the wideout. And it's knocked away, incomplete on 3rd down.
That's why it's so important for this defense to win 1st and 2nd down. You set up 3rd and longs like that. You can show your exotic looks. You can get the pass rush going. Everybody in the back end expecting throw. And that's how you force incompletions and force 4th downs.
He's brought down, but a really solid effort to pick up every bit of yardage he could on the punt return. Okay, guys, the Florida State offense returns to the field. They reeled off a long touchdown drive the last time they had it. Much better field position this time around. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Pressure is on the way, and the pressure has arrived, and down he goes at the 30. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Seminoles have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Power football with the run. Just ran over it. A solid pickup there. Works it to the 38 before being pushed out of bounds.
I love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
Facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Throws for the tight end. And the 3rd down pass is knocked away by the D.
It's so nice when you know it's 3rd and long, you know a pass is coming, you worked on it all week, get your feet set at the sticks, understand that quarterback's got to be rushed, get him off of his spot. Nice execution by this defense.
Cover guys do their job, and they get him stopped at the 22-yard line. The Rambling Wreck offense rolls back onto the field. That last drive won't go on the highlight reel after ending in a punt. They'd like to be more productive this time. Breaks into the open. And what a huge chunk play for this offense. Just exactly what you need to move the ball down the field.
And it's frustrating as a defense when you give up that first down and you give up that pass play. But here we go with this offense. They're right back on the ball. You got to flush that. You got to get lined up, and you got to communicate.
Nice gain on that play, but a little bit short of the first down. And the Yellow Jackets can really attack on this 2nd and short. Wants to go up top. Hauls it in. Now the connection takes it to the 11. Man, this sophomore quarterback unleashed a cannon on that one. The Yellow Jackets will have it 1st and 10. Looking downfield on first down. Makes the grab. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Georgia Tech.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation and timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. And here he comes out of the end zone. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. Guys, here comes that Florida State offense back onto the field. They find themselves trailing by a touchdown and a chance on this drive to even the score. Oh, they're after him! And that defense gets to him, and down he goes at the 9.
The defense just simply not fooled by the play action. Oftentimes, an offense, you're hoping the run fake's going to slow down those pass rushers, but man, oh man, they had their ears pinned back.
And the Noles trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play.
And they've been waiting for something good to happen with respect to getting after the quarterback, right? They're outside of the top 100 in the country in sacks per game, but finally now, we see they're generating this pass rush. 3 sacks on the game so far.
Sends it downfield. And a missed opportunity on 3rd down as the defense knocks it free, and 4th down is coming up. The Noles will try to pin them back with the punt. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. And the returner will be brought down. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. Going right to work up top. Looking left. He makes the catch. Defense was right there, but they couldn't stop him from making the catch, and he's got it to the 30. Passing game kept the drive moving. Here's 1st down. Looking to throw on 1st down. Throws to the wideout. Incomplete, and he threw that one up for grabs and into traffic, and fortunate to get it back.
Oh, and on defense, you just got to be able to finish that play. That defender had the football in his hands. He's just got to catch it. That should have been an interception.
2nd down, they'll go to the air. Got it in the middle, it's Taylor. They make the stop at the 5-yard line, and they've got it 1st and goal.
It is so good for an offense early in the game to get in a rhythm and to start stringing 1st downs together. It makes the game really easy and puts that defense in a situation where they're starting to get tired. They want to sub. They want to get other guys on the field. Stringing 1st downs together like this makes it hard to defend.
He was open, he had it, and he dropped it. Would have been a touchdown. Instead, it's 2nd down.
Well, this offense has gone his way early and often in this game. They've gotten into a nice rhythm. That time, though, the defense was expecting to throw going his way, and they put a really nice hit on him to force the incompletion.
They'll try to dial up a better one this time on 2nd and goal from the 5. Nice defensive play to get a hand in there and knock it away.
I love the vision on the quarterback by this defense. Dude, you know that ball's going to come out pretty quick. Down here on the goal-to-go situation, they break on the football, and they make sure they swat it down so the offensive guy can't make a play.
Linebackers shuffling around, trying to keep the quarterback from getting a read. On 3rd and goal, they'll try to throw it in. And he was looking into the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Well, this is a disappointing drive for the offense, considering where this drive started, in their opponent territory. Now you're 4th and long. You've got to be better throwing the football in those types of situations.
It's good. He could have hit a string right in the middle of the uprights there. And that will extend their lead even further. So they're lining up to kick it off after that last drive. Put a 3-spot on the board, and now the defense will try to shut them down. That ball skips through the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 25-yard line. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Leaves it with the back. Gets away from one. Finds some space. Out across the 30 mark. Down at the 35 after the 10-yard gain. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. They'll snap it on first down from the 35. Use the play fake, now to throw. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Lewis to throw. Going to take a shot. And it was worth going for a chunk play, but the long pass is incomplete.
Well, on defense, they know that this offense is going to try and take shots. They're going to try and keep their secondary players in a position to make these types of plays. Good job on the back end forcing that incompletion.
It'll be third and long. Wants to go up top. Makes the grab. It's Cobb. And they'll pick up the first down and mark it at the 47.
Great job by the running back on this play. It's a big third down, and his ability to catch the ball, turn around, get north, make a guy miss, and go move the sticks. Awesome individual effort.
Right down the middle. Complete downfield. Gets it to the 37. Clock stops to move the chains. The clock will stop with this timeout from the offense. They'll get a chance to regroup on the sideline. To the air on first down. Grab behind the line. It's Cobb. And it's pretty obvious there was a big hole in that screen, and the defense ran right through it. The Seminoles with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Wants to throw. He's working against the clock. Fires deep toward the end zone. And that ball was in harm's way, and he is lucky to get that one back.
Man, you've given up this drive and come down the field. You had such an opportunity to get the pick and close the door and shut down the drive and not give up points. That's a big missed opportunity for this defense.
We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. They'll try to salvage a field goal on this drive. Right down the boulevard. It's good. They're back to within a touchdown. 17-10 is the score. So they get the late field goal right before the half, and not much time after this kickoff for an answer. Here he comes with the return. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Just enough time for one final play of the half. Wants to throw on first down. Got it in the middle. It's Taylor. They finally make the stop, but that one will make those halftime stats look nicer as we head to the break. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update. And the Yellow Jackets will line up to kick off and start the second half. That one bounds through the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. The Seminoles have it back. They'll try to get that offensive spear flaming. Maybe adjustments or attitude adjustments, but they've got to find a way to run the ball at least some here in the second half.
I do think you said something that's important. I think running the football is an attitude. Like, it starts with the offensive lineman and being physical, having a nasty attitude. Running back, same thing. I think they need more of that in the second half.
You know, and I think again, if you're this defense, you have an opportunity to make a statement here. Yeah, I know you guys went in at halftime and you riled yourselves up and you told yourself that you think you can run the ball on us. On this very first drive, we're going to prove to you, just like in the first 30 minutes, you cannot.
And the big tight end, a lot of times that's a bigger strike zone, a bigger dude, and you could tell they put the hit on him, and that ball came out, and it came to the turf. Nice job playing physical by this defense.
And the Seminoles come to the line on third down, trying to keep this drive alive. Trying to pick it up on the ground. And they'll spot it at the 38, and that'll be plenty for the first down.
That is how it's done on third down and short. No doubt about it. An easy hole to get through and clearly get the first down.
If you really want to simplify football, the low man wins. That time the offense got the better of the D. Easily picked that up.
They're going to go right back to him on first down. Pass the sticks, and he may get more. He stopped at the 48, a pickup of 10 on the play.
Well, right away after picking up the first down, they go right back to their playmaker at running back. And I love the push they got up front, getting a hat on a hat, opening a huge hole for the back.
And you become so hard to defend when you can run the football successfully on first down. You're starting like that now, what opens up? Play action. Now you're making me play pass and run. This offense, if they can create that run physicality, now it opens up everything else.
They'll go back to the ground. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
They'll run play action. Fires to the middle. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. Fourth down coming up.
This is a situation here in the third quarter this offense did not want to be in, facing a top 10 defense, one of the best units in the entire country. They didn't want to get down on the scoreboard like this, and all of a sudden have to throw the football when the defense knew that was going to happen. The incompletion there is not a big surprise. This defense knows what's coming, and it's all because of the points right now on the scoreboard.
And how about the defense coming up big on fourth and short? You know they're going to run the football. Great job stacking the box, getting the big stop.
Yeah.
And he's very fortunate to get it back to the line of scrimmage, greeted by a sea of defenders.
It's an offense that takes pride in being physical. They try to get it going on the ground, but no gain on that one.
Just nowhere to run, not a lot of wiggle room for the ball carrier.
This defense came in knowing that they had to match their physicality. Let's see if they can keep it up.
Now they're starting to feel it. They've got a first down at the 44.
Really nice job by the quarterback understanding I need to throw this ball hard. Like, I got to fit it in there tight. And a nice job by the wide receiver wearing it, because he really didn't have a choice, because he was going to wear that one regardless.
Here's the thing. I know this guy's not going to win the Heisman Trophy, but he's a pretty talented football player that's made big plays for this offense in the past. They have not had any success when they've given him chances so far in this game. And in the third quarter, you're getting a little nervous, I think, if you're the head coach, because he's a guy you need to have success if you're going to win.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10.
They get tackled all the time.
Looking to fire.
Oh, that nigga.
Unloads
Man,
to the
whose
wideout.
man is that?
He's got an open man. He's finally stopped, but not before he takes it into the red zone. They'll mark it at the 18.
And this defense is going to have their hands full because they're going to need to be comfortable with guys one-on-one on islands in the perimeter of the field, and they're just going to have to make better plays than what we saw right there. They knew this offense was going to try to be aggressive. Got to need better effort in the back end for this defense moving forward.
Guys out of the backfield now, it's not just run the ball downhill anymore. You got to be versatile. I got to be able to trust you in the pass game, and I got to be able to throw you the football, and you can do that right there. I know you're going to catch it, and I can depend on you.
Back to pass on 2nd down. Just a hair too much on it from this big-armed sophomore quarterback.
Well, they're trying to attack the middle of the field. That time the ball a little too high for his wide receiver, and it falls incomplete.
The Yellow Jackets are at the line trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. On the move, it's Dickens. Absolutely nowhere to go as this defense makes a 3rd down stop.
Keep the foot on the pedal if you're on offense here. You got that yardage. Yeah, you didn't get the first down, but you've set yourself up now to go for it here and keep this drive alive.
They'll try to get something out of this drive and kick the field goal here on 4th down. Oh, and the attempt is no good. And the margin is still 7 after the miss, guys.
Well, everybody in the stadium thought that was an automatic 3. Not so fast. Bad miss by the kicker.
All right, guys, here comes the Florida State offense onto the field. There have been a couple of missed opportunities for these offenses in the last couple of drives, Jesse.
And I think for this offense here, it'd be nice to hit an explosive play, be aggressive, and really pay off your defense's effort that last drive.
Instead of having to move the ball down the field consistently and then getting stopped on 4th downs, you're right. Create some of the explosives. Take those deep shots. Make those big plays.
So now it's 2nd and long. Snagged in the middle. It's Gibson. He'll get it up to about the 32-yard line before he's stopped, and it'll be 1st down. Much of this Seminole foundation was built around great quarterback play, some legends at that position.
Some awesome guys that spread it around to elite playmakers, and just a great history at Florida State. They've been up and down in the recent history, but this team back in the day, man, dope was rocking. Everybody wanted to be a Florida State Seminole. 1st down, physicality wins football games. Being able to run the football and create balance. And right here, just choose up another 1st down. Gives you another chance to maybe continue to run the football.
And I feel like this guy, too, is just an explosive play waiting to happen. His vision, his quickness, and he's got a burst. If you give this guy just a crease, he's going to hit it. And right now, he's doing some damage on this defense.
They'll keep it on the ground. Across the 25. Oh, he's got some space. He's there to make the stop, but not before he sets up this offense 1st and goal from the 7.
What a run. Great speed, great vision, elusiveness, and David, he's tackled down close to the goal line.
Yeah, and this offense, when you can run the football like this, man, you will have success, especially in the red zone, trying to get touchdowns.
Keeping it on the ground on 1st and goal. Relentless, tough running gets it down to the 4. And now the offense tries to punch it in on 2nd and goal. Lewis wants to pass. Touchdown, Seminoles! Quick strike through the air for the score.
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, and the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing into the end zone because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now on game day.
Bringing it out.
Man,
he only needs a sliver of daylight. Got a little room. Can they catch him? They won't get him. It's a touchdown. Boy, nothing electrifies a stadium quite like a return for a touchdown.
It's always so exciting because you don't see them very often. You got to go so many yards, 80, 90 yards at a time. What a great job by the returners, showing the speed, providing the electricity. There's a reason they're all jacked up, and it's because of that awesome kickoff return.
And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. And you want to talk about his favorite receiver, it might be everybody based on the number of guys getting touches and a chance to show off their hands in the passing game. Not only is the scoreboard on their side, but so too is time as we open the 4th. And he's not going to take the touchback. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. Okay, guys, the Florida State offense returns to the field. Lewis to throw. Pressure coming. Oh, man, they've already lost one quarterback today. Now the backup comes in and has to take a shot.
Man, I might think about protecting my QB a little better. I already lost one. Now your second guy gets hit, and you got to keep this guy healthy. You got to keep him upright. You got to protect your quarterback, man.
And I think he got back to the 2-yard line, but the defense was ready for the run.
That's how you come up and make plays as a defense, man. Playing physical, playing downhill. They've given him some plays today, man. He's got over 100 yards on the day. He's really had some success on that play. Really downhill, really physical, and a nice job getting him to the ground.
Gonna let it fly. Pulls it in down the middle. They'll move those chains, getting it out to the 29-yard line and trying to get this drive rolling.
Well, how about the offense setting that play up? We've seen earlier in the game a couple shorter throws. They're just trying to suck those safeties closer to the line of scrimmage, anticipating that they would get an opportunity to take a shot. They called the perfect play at the perfect time right there.
And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Well, this guy's been an animal all game long. He's had tons of success running the football. The defense had to do something to stop him. Give the D-line and that front seven tons of credit for being really physical there, getting the TFL.
Going to swing it on second down. And they can't make the connection. Let's see what call they have on 3rd and long from the 28. From the gun, wants to pass. Going deep. Got it in stride at the 15. You want to talk about shifting the field in an instant. He's got it all the way down to the 10-yard line.
The offense is finding success throwing this guy's way. He just had a massive, massive play, his longest catch of the game. And I think if you're on offense, you got to keep looking this guy's way. He's now starting to prove that he's eating his guy alive in coverage, and he needs more touches.
Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Going to work on second down in the red zone, and still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Lewis wants to pass. They've got it down to the 3-yard line. Really well done on that throw and catch.
Nice job by the defense staying glued to him. Getting him on the ground as soon as he catches the football. Knowing he's a threat, I'm not going to let this guy get out of my sights. Nice job by the D.
Not a lot of ground to cover and not much to defend. A big 3rd down in the red zone. To the ground to try to pick up the first. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, no!
And they pay off the drive with a touchdown run, but what a drive. Almost the full length of the field, 98 yards. That's how you put a drive together when you're backed up on your own 2-yard line and get 6.
And he knocks it through for the tie here in the 4th quarter. And he's going to bring this one out. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. Georgia Tech has the ball back, and here comes the Yellow Jacket offense. A bit frustrating to miss that short field goal the last time they had it, but this time around, see if they can redeem themselves. Wants to go up top on first down. Fires to the wideout. And this is going to be intercepted. A big play in a tie game. Got room on the return. Touchdown, Florida State. The defense gets it done with that huge interception return.
And at this juncture of the game, one play is going to make the difference. It's going to be a momentum-changing play. Who's going to come up with it that time, Pollock? It's the pick 6 to break the tie.
And the defense, you're thinking, get a stop, get a stop. This is late in the 4th quarter. This is how we're going to get a win. Our offense is going to go down the field. No, they get the turnover, they force it, and they get to the end zone to create the massive game-changing play.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Georgia Tech offense rolls back onto the field. They're in a precarious spot here, that lofty perch in the rankings, hanging in the balance unless they can do something to save themselves here. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage.
Well, they try to spit it out to the running back on the perimeter of the field. You saw the speed and recognition by the defense, though. How quickly they were able to get to the back and get him down for a big loss.
Now on 2nd down. Back to pass. Grabbed in the middle. It's Taylor. And they pick up just a few on that completion. And the Yellow Jackets in the hurry up. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Pulls it in. It's Dickens. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a 1st down at the 37.
And after that long completion for the 1st down, did you see everybody sprinting to the line of scrimmage offensively? They want to go tempo right now.
He's open on the right. They're ripping off chunks of yardage. They get it to the 33.
Man, this offense is so dangerous, Reese. They've got dudes all over the field that can make plays. There's a big gainer in the pass game.
You get a chunk of yards like that, now the defense is really on its heels. He works his way down to the 30-yard line before he stopped a gain of 3. Got 3 on 1st down at 2nd and 7. Wants to go up top. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be 3rd down.
Love the physicality of the secondary on defense. That defender got to the football, was able to separate the receiver from the ball, and did it legally. Beautiful job.
A quick completion to the left, looking for the 1st down. They've got it just outside the red zone. They'll move the chains. It's at the 21.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on 3rd down. That's what you saw in that last play. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that football. All week long, they decided on the biggest downs of this game, we're going to target our best player, and we're going to make sure that he gets looks. It doesn't matter what the coverage is. You saw it right there on that.
Way too serious, bro.
Here's the snap, looking to throw. Fires into the end zone. Touchdown, Yellow Jackets! Fitted in the window for the score.
How about that? His 2nd receiving touchdown of the ball game. Find ways to get your athletes the ball. They'll do the rest. That's number 2. They better start playing some better defense when the 3's coming soon.
We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Yeah. Guys, every game in the Big Ten so very critical.
Everybody Mike Tyson behind the keyboard.
Notre Dame is currently up big at this moment in what's shaping up to be a lopsided affair for the Golden Domers. They're up by 39 over Illinois. We'll let you know if anything else comes out of Big Ten country from this one. Back to you.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Guys, here comes that Florida State offense back onto the field. They saw what happened on that last scoring drive, and now probably feeling a little bit of heat to answer. Grabbed over the middle. It's Brown. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the 1st down.
Man, if I'm a defense, I got to find a way to get some more pressure on the quarterback or disrupt their timing and their rhythm. I can't give them these big chunk plays through the air. I got to be maybe a little bit more aggressive or do something a little bit different.
After that big gainer to open things up, they'll put it in play from the 40. Now from the 40, it's 1st and 10. Running back searching for a hole. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe. 2nd and 7.
Thinking about using a timeout right here after that run play. And listen, I get you're trying to keep the defense off guard, but you're losing this game. You've got to throw the football. Now is the time. You've got to be aggressive, trailing in this 2-minute situation.
Now the play fake. Under heavy pressure, lets it fly. Makes the grab down the middle. He got loose almost almost housed it, finally dragged down at the 32.
Oh, no.
Man, I love this guy's toughness all game long. He's
I'm
been
gonna send him
getting
a
hit.
gift
He's been
back to
sacked multiple
gift back
times.
to
And
that
here we
man
are
today.
late in the game. He's still staring down the barrel. Gets nailed, but's able to deliver a big completion for his offense.
The give to the back. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7.
Man, this offense doesn't have very many runs left in them. They try to sneak in the run. Nice job by the defense making the tackle. But they've got to try to maximize their time, maximize their plays to try to get some points on the board.
Off the bootleg and rolling out. Can't make the connection. The pressure there caused the missed timing.
Well, I know it hasn't been a tremendous day statistically for this quarterback, but his decision-making has been good enough to win this game. He hasn't thrown a lot of TDs so far, but when things aren't open, he throws it away like on that play right there. He's not putting his team in a bad spot. That's why they still have a shot to walk out of here with a W.
On the run, it's Cobb. They stop him well short of the marker. It's 4th down from the 27. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. And now on 4th down, they will put it on the shoulders of the kicker to save them with his foot.
Oh, you stinking man.
No good.
I told you.
And in the
I
final
told you.
quarter of regulation,
I told
we
you.
remain
I
tied.
already knew it.
When you look back on games, you look at missed opportunities. And that's 6 points right there that this field goal unit has missed out on. Bad operation, another missed kick in a tie football.
He wants to take the top off.
Oh!
Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
And deja vu again. I'm not surprised, man. They found this guy for several touchdowns today, and they were looking for him again. He's made plays. He's dependable. Why would you not take shots? That one just missed, but I would not be shocked if they find that guy again.
Under fire. And that's not the way they drew it up. It's incomplete.
Decisions, decisions, decisions. If you're the quarterback right now, that's the most important thing. You cannot put the football in harm's way. Tie football game, late. But with these timeouts in your back pocket, you've got an opportunity to drive the field and win this thing. You just cannot throw the ball to the other team.
Snagged out of the air. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the 1st down. Timeout is called by the defense. 19 ticks remaining.
Yes, sir. Well, what you want to do? What you want to do? Okay. No risking, no risk.
Tie game here late in the 4th. They want to control the ball, and they're not going to punt it away. They'll go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Incomplete pass, and the defense comes up big, and they take over.
I think that's a situation here, tie game, 4th quarter, ball somewhere in the middle of the field. You're just trying to put it in your quarterback's hands, trusting your offense to make the plays necessary to go score and win the game. Now, you're not able to do it, so now you need your defense to come out here, bow up with their backs against the wall, and try to save this game for you.
On the ground, it's Cobb. And a good, solid pickup there before the defense knocks him down. Timeout is called, and the clock is down to 8. And the Seminoles with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. They'll go right back to it. Finding an escape route. Got it into the red zone, dragged down at the 18-yard line. They get the timeout, and the clock reads 3 seconds. So now on comes the field goal unit. It'll all be decided right here, win or lose on this kick. They get the timeout, and the clock reads 3 seconds. And here comes the field goal unit. And it all comes down to this. Make or miss, win or lose. And he got it. A little bit of redemption after those early misses, and he's the hero with the game winner. And now they take the lead.
Oh.